All right, welcome back to the show, guys. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm queasy, I'm uncomfortable, and I'm disgusted. Last night, World Baseball Classic. Edwin Diaz just dealt with a terrible, atrocious injury. End of the game. He goes to celebrate with his teammates as Puerto Rico just eliminated the Dominican Republic and blows out his knee. News just broke. He's going to be out 8 months. So Mets just lost closer for the year. Now, this was a big dose of humility for Mets fans who are, if you were watching the show 2 days ago, we're bragging. I'm bragging to Damian that the Mets are New York's team, this and that. The Yankees are, acting like bums. So I get a call last night from Damian. He's gloating about what happened to the Mets here. We got to bring him on the show. So happy St. Patrick's Day. I think I'll be drinking a lot today. Actually, tomorrow going to be going to my first ever spring training.
Hello.
There he is.
Yes, Mr. Boots. How can I help you?
There's the man that broke the news, that broke my heart, and broke millions of New Yorkers' hearts yesterday. Edwin Diaz now came out, Damian. He's out for 8 months.
Yes, he's out.
8 months. We're now the laughingstock. I thought you guys were the bums in the Bronx, and now we're the laughingstock of the league.
Yeah, but I don't know about the laughingstock. I mean, if I was Steve Cohen, I'd be angry as shit. But if you think about it, a closer, it's one inning. I think baseball puts too much in the closing one inning type of deal. There's other guys. You got Dave Robertson, who's still pretty good, and you got Adam Ottavino, whatever his name is.
Adam Ottavino, come on. How many times were Yankee fans screaming at the TV at Ottavino?
Yeah, no, but he's a good 7/8 inning guy, and I mean Robinson could still. I mean Robinson, his curveball is amazing and it makes his fastball a lot faster. So and plus he's got the most important thing about closing is that the veins, ice for veins. You know what I mean?
Right. And well, look at this. Right now we need ice for his knee. He signed, Edwin Diaz, guys, is fresh off signing a brand new 5-year contract worth $102 million. He took in a $12 million signing bonus, and the whole 102 is guaranteed.
Not that I'm an expert on this, but I think for them to even play in the WBC, they have to get proper insurance. That's why some guys back out the last minute because they can't get the insurance. So obviously he must have cleared waivers, and I'm sure he'll be okay. Listen, guy like Steve Cohen, not that nobody wants to, spend $1, but $20 million a year is like you and I spending $5. You know what I mean?
It is really.
It's a pain in the ass, but unless the guy's supposed to be back, 8 months, that's not too bad.
8 months. What do you mean that's not bad? That means if we're still floating and alive for the playoffs.
Yeah, but I mean, listen. I mean, at least he's not gone his career. Hopefully, he can come back. I mean, I just don't know how he got hurt. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, the fact that he was ACL.
Yeah, and I mean that's the weirdest thing in the world. If you guys weren't watching the game, he comes in and strikes out the side, wins the game. All the Puerto Ricans in Miami are going nuts, and then they pile on him like you see in championships, and the guy blows out his knee, and then everybody's crying. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Well. I mean, I don't know. Dominicans are probably, deep down kind of happy. You know what I mean?
You think so?
Well, they just got their ass handed to them, and then they have a little rivalry, and all of a sudden you see the guy go down, and it's like, I really, you don't wish anybody get hurt, but and obviously I'm being stupid here, but I think, it's a little like holy shit, I mean, it really did kill the vibe in the place. They were going crazy, and all of a sudden, the one I think the brother was crying or somebody was crying. I don't know if he is the one that jumped on him. I think somebody jumped on him and maybe his knee slipped or something.
Imagine if it was his brother.
Yeah, but listen, his brother probably borrows money from him anyway. You know what I mean?
So your team is officially out right now. Italy's been eliminated by Japan in the World Baseball Classic. So to all the paisans, they did well.
But listen, I mean, come on, anybody ain't gonna beat Japan. Forget about it. I mean, that wasn't even. I don't even know why they played the game.
Yeah.
I knew that was coming.
But I mean, that's impressive of Italy to get there.
I just like the fact they beat Cuba.
That's
beat Cuba.
incredible. Hold on. I'm going to bring up the bracket. I'm going to bring up the bracket because we would never give you guys bad information. We leave that for the other shows. We only give you guys the best. All right, let's see. Here's the bracket. So as of right now, no, Cuba beat Australia. We got Cuba and Japan going to the semis, and they're waiting.
No, I know, but I think the first game they beat Cuba. They beat Cuba or
Italy played. Yeah, you're right. They played Cuba, Netherlands, and Panama, and China. Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, I was just surprised that they beat them,
Look at China. China went 0-4. Czech Republic did better than China. That's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, but China's not a baseball place.
Right, but come on. Colombia 1-3.
Taiwan used to dominate Little League back in the day, but I don't know how good they are. But,
Isn't it amazing? It always amazes me when you put baseball in these ways of countries playing each other. The Asian countries play so damn good, and it's like they're just like in the team environment they dominate, whether it's Little League or this World Baseball stuff.
It's called discipline.
But how come? Why don't we have a team? Then why hasn't a GM done it?
I guess I'm getting stereotypical here, but Japanese is all about discipline.
Yeah,
and that's why they're good. I mean, listen, when I was a kid, I played for the USA team, and I played against Japan. I played against Puerto Rico and Dominican, and Canada.
Really?
And they're all good. Yeah, they're all good. But the Japanese were just like, the way they practiced, the way they warmed up, the way it was just like it was
like a machine. Yeah,
it's like a machine. It was just crazy.
Okay, so why hasn't one of the West Coast teams, take the Angels or take the Mariners or one of those teams, why haven't they said, you know what, we're gonna field an 80-90% Asian team?
Who, the Mariners?
Anybody, why not?
The only thing, and I'm not knocking, it's just that when we played them, they were great, but we were just bigger and stronger. You know what I mean? Just we had more of a talent pool, I guess, of like bigger body people. But I understand that's always better because baseball is baseball is definitely more of a science and technique and position type of game. But
right.
They usually we can throw harder, hit the ball farther, what have you. But as far as being disciplined, they I mean, at least with my personal experience and what I see, they just way better than we are.
I think that GMs, especially of a West Coast team, somebody or a small market team should really look into doing that because we're in this day and age, all these teams banking on the long ball. Everybody's trying to hit home runs every bat. If you had a team come in with just severe discipline and small ball, they might be a serious World Series contender.
Well, absolutely. Listen, people are batting 220, 230. You know what I mean? Now, granted, maybe the pitcher's a little better, but they're all looking for the big bucks, so they don't care about hitting. I mean, guys like Tony Gwynn,
right.
Those days are gone.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, he was like Wade Boggs. Wade Boggs would slap the ball over the third baseman like nothing. You know what I mean? And just and drink 45 beers on the. I mean, a friend of mine, I'm not going to mention name, was his teammate and said from Florida when he was on the Tampa Bay to L.A. he had like 642 beers and then went 3 for 4 that night.
He was hydrated. So right now we're about to have our final 4 teams in the Classic. We got Cuba and Japan are there. They're each waiting for their opponents. So Cuba is going to play the winner of USA Venezuela, which will be Saturday. So we'll be talking about this stuff. Oh, I guess that game's Sunday. So we'll be back Monday, guys. We'll be seeing you then. But quarterfinals, then Puerto Rico against Mexico. They're going to play the Japanese team. So this is a pretty cool finals now, and it's all going to be in Miami.
I would say the favorites right now are obviously Japan and Mexico.
Japan.
Well, but Puerto Rico's got Molina as a coach, and Molina's a smart dude. You know what I mean? So, I don't see the USA pulling it out. I just don't. I don't think they have the pitching for it.
I see USA. Maybe they get by Venezuela, and if they do that, Cuba has been pretty weak. So USA could maybe get by Cuba, but then I don't see them getting past Puerto Rico or Japan.
Yeah, not happening. Or Mexico, they lost to Mexico already. So I mean,
yeah.
But I don't. I just don't see USA having. I don't know. Not even that. They just don't seem like they have the camaraderie or energy.
It's weird, man. It's a waste of talent. You know what blows my mind, Damian, is that we got to we went to a famous game there at Marlin Park together, but the Florida Marlins, now known as the Miami Marlins.
You mean when we took the porn star you're talking about?
When you did, and I was just left there shocked.
Yeah, I mean, remember her outfit? I wanted to kill her.
Damian invites me to the baseball game, folks. Was it the Yanks? Were they playing the Yanks that night?
Yeah, Yankees.
It
Yeah.
was Yankees, Marlins, and Damian's in town. Was in Florida. He said, "Booch, come meet me." So I go meet him. I think we're just going to go to the ball game, and then Damian take it from there.
Oh, I invited a few people, and a friend of mine's like, "Oh, I'm bringing what's her name?" And at the time, I totally forgot that she was a famous porn star. So you know what I mean. So we're walking down, fucking, I'm wearing normal baseball outfit, t-shirt and jeans or whatever, and she's in fucking red bottoms and pumps and you know.
It was all on display. It was all on display, folks.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I think she got more eyes than the field that night.
I think the Cubans didn't know what the fuck hit them down there.
Well, so that's the thing that's crazy to me. I watch these games, and the Cuban games in Miami sold out. The Dominican games sold out. Puerto Rico sold out. Venezuela, I think, even played down here. They did. Sold out.
Yeah.
And it's like, why can't the Marlins sell a single seat all year? I don't get it.
Well, the funny part, I was at another game with my daughter, and my daughter knows when we go to the Yankee game, we sit in the suites.
Right.
She's like, "Daddy, why are we sitting in left field?" She's like, "Don't you know Derek?" I said, "I don't know Derek like that." She goes, "Well, why can't we call him and get better seats?" But I don't know. I mean, when Jeter was running the freaking thing, and he had I don't know, it looked like we were in a minor league ballpark. He had all kinds of weird shit going on. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is like Bush League stuff. You know what I mean? So,
really was.
They had when they have what do they do the 50-50, stuff like that. It's just like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know, the way the parking was set up. Just there was so many things wrong with the way they ran that team. I can see why nobody wants to go to the game.
Yeah, I agree. And I want to personally plead to you, Miami Marlins. I'm going to plead to you for all of your fans, okay? Bring back the teal. Nobody likes these things you wear. Nobody liked the idea of changing it to the Miami Marlins from the Florida Marlins. But if you want to do that, do it. Bring back the teal. Other than that, there's a non-storyline going with the Marlins. It's like a dead franchise that.
Or maybe they do like a little palm tree, like instead of pinstripes, like palm tree, like the little palm trees up the legs and
cute.
up and down.
That could be cute. I could see them trying that out. But I mean, so basically, the message for Mets fans right now is: don't jump off any high buildings. Don't rush to panic. You put the faith in Dave Roberts.
I'd rather see the Mets go. I'd rather see the Mets go 50 and in 120 or whatever.
Thanks.
But listen, I don't think the closer. I mean, listen, as much as I love Mariano Rivera and I'm a Yankee diehard, I mean, I just hate when they put all they start going overboard with the.
It's a long road to get to that closer.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he was solid. His body of work over 20 years was incredible. You know what I mean? His ERA, the whole 9 yards.
Right.
He did, screw up in '97 and in 2001, but we won't talk about that.
Oh, you're talking Mariano, yeah.
Yeah. But you go back. I mean, look at Goose Gossage. He used to pitch 3 innings a clip, 5 days a week. I mean, he's never had the thing of Mariano, but I just don't believe in the one inning, one guy, pitcher. Because sometimes you have now, especially now with electric arms they have, you can rotate, different guys. But again, it all comes down to ice in his veins, and I guess Mariano had more ice in his veins than any other pitcher probably in the history of baseball. So I give him that credit. But I don't think you can say the whole team's going to be a winner or a loser without one closer.
Yeah, I got to agree with that. So tomorrow, well, you guys are seeing the episode today, and it's St. Patrick's Day, but I'm going to my first ever spring training game, going to Clover Park, home of the New York Mets in Port St. Lucie, Florida. I'm pumped. I don't know what to expect. You ever been to spring training?
Not since I've been a kid. But I've been invited down multiple times, and I just never chance to make it. I always come an excuse not to go, but I should make it a chance. Maybe the next year I'll try.
Guys, here's what we're going to try to do next year, okay? And we're going to try to make Damian commit to it today. The New York Yankees and the Mets have it, but the Yankees have a very famous fantasy camp, which means just like guys like us can go to spring training, train with the legends of the franchise, and you go through the whole deal. You do the batting practice, fielding practice. I think we need to bring the Jersey guys down there, and we need to compete.
Yeah, unless I lose a little weight, I ain't putting one of those uniforms on. I'm not gonna look like a freaking. I'm not gonna look like Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Well, we get a jacket. We get you a bullpen jacket or something. Oh man. So what do you want to say? What do you want to say to our viewers? They've been loving the show. You've clearly become a fan favorite. I mean, what do you got to say to the people?
About what? What do you want me to say to them?
I think you should give them advice on this. What are the key ingredients to throwing a proper house party?
I know a lot of people.
He's the king. Damian is the king of the house party. Okay, one day we're gonna have to do a show from one of your parties.
Oh, yeah. I mean, listen. I mean, some people can't believe it. You know, people when I invite people that never been to my parties before, they're like, yeah. They're thinking like a normal. Like I would never go to a house party. Like anybody invites me to a house party, I always decline. But I mean, honestly, I just won't go. It would be a waste of my time. But when people come to my house parties, they think it's like that one with Aoki. What's that movie where they burn the house down?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's called House Party.
No,
Project X. Project X.
Project X. Yeah. It's like that. You know, so people are like, "Holy shit, this guy's out of his fucking mind." And then I have the United Nations there. You know, white, black, Spanish.
Oh, it really is a
Asian.
beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Sometimes quasi celebrities too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, how have we not talked about this? It's the day where the Proud Irish put on the green, and someone has put on the green right now, Aaron Rodgers to New York. How is that going to work out?
I know he's been working with a friend of mine a little bit. He's a little kooky. I heard.
You think so? Like what? Like a hippie? Like what do you put him? What kind of guy?
Listen, we've all got issues.
Right.
Just, you know, the best thing I can advise to people: don't look outward, look inward, because you look at other people and think they got A, B, and C, and then they live a great life. We're all human. We all got issues. So I mean, like, you know, when everybody's like keeping up with the Joneses and like, look what that person has or that person. Listen, I've been around some, I'm not going to mention names, but I've been around some real famous people, some real powerful people, and they got just as many issues as the average person.
That's true.
So I mean, that's advice I can give to anybody out there. You know,
that's absolutely true. Speaking, that was a great line you dropped, though, keeping up with the Joneses, because I think that the Jets are now not only keeping up with the Joneses, meaning Daniel Jones and the New York Giants, but I think on the year, I think the Jets just took a leg up on the Gents.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they'll probably shit the bed like they always do anyway.
The Jets, they were constant. They are the constant letdown. They're the Mets of football.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, listen, when I was a kid, the Mets fans were Jet fans for some reason. The Yankees were Giants fans.
Yeah, it's still that way, kind of.
Knicks. Well, actually, sorry. Nets, Yankees, Giants, Knicks, Mets. You know, Islanders. You know, that they were all in that group, and then the Rangers were with the Yanks. You know what I mean? Every time I took JPP to the Devils game.
No,
I don't even know hockey. I can give a shit about hockey, but I got the team gave us the suite or whatever, and I'm like, Jay, you want to go to the game? He's like, he's Haitian, he's black Haitian. He's like, what the fuck I know about hockey? I said, well, just come, we'll have some fun. So they gave me a jersey to give him, like, Pierre Paul.
Right.
So I said, Jay, we were sitting like first row, we're right by the freaking.
Is he a Giant still at this time?
Yeah, he's just won the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay, he's on top of the world.
A couple years, yeah, he's like fucking, everywhere we go, people love him. So we're in the front row after we came out from under the suite, right? We're watching it. I said, Jay, stand up and put the fucking jersey on. He goes, yeah, you think I should do it? I go, yeah. I said, fucking put it on. So he stands up, he's 6'6". He fucking puts it on, plus he's a black guy. I mean, how many black guys are sitting in Devils? They hit Newark, he's the, So all of a sudden they pan to him on the fucking big screen, right? And they go fucking crazy. They start chanting JPP. I'm like a fuck on the big screen. I'm like fucking embarrassed, right? All of a sudden, I said, you should post it on your fucking Instagram. He goes, all right, I'll post it, right? So he posts on Instagram. He must have got, I don't know, 15,000 people, commenting.
Wow.
About 10,000 people. I can't believe you're fucking the Devils game. How do you do this to the fucking Rangers? You piece of shit. He's like, Damian, what are you doing to me? You gave me a kill. Like, he had no idea. I said, I don't know. I forgot that, the New York hates the Devils. You know what I mean?
It's outrageous. It's outrageous.
He's like, I'm getting killed on social media here.
Oh, my. But hockey is underrated. Guys, if you haven't checked out hockey, I never knew anything about hockey, but it's one of my favorite live sports, hands down. You can't deny that. It's great live.
Say again? What was that?
I think hockey's one of our top live sports. Live. Now, it's hard on TV, and I don't follow it through the year too close, but live, I love it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, listen, I don't know much. I don't know all the rules and stuff, but, because I never was a hockey guy, but, live, it's kind of fun. I can watch it about 3 minutes and then go back and get a sausage or something. You know what I mean?
Guys,
go back and get I go back and get the sushi or something, but that's about it. You know what I mean?
Oh, talk about bougie at the game. Eating sushi at the hockey game.
I never said. Only time I've been to a hockey game when I've been to the suite, and then what's his name comes down and hangs out with us, Ken Danico, who I know from back in the day.
Oh, shout out to our guy Ken Danico. He did a lot of good for Jersey.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Well, there we are, Bob. Oh, I do want to say that on today's show, rest in peace to Bobby Caldwell. That's another great Jersey guy. Just passed away, age of 71. Did you see that deal with Ja Morant flashing the gun in the nightclub?
No.
So he's in the nightclub. He gets a VIP. He's at the strip club, and he gets he's filming himself like a selfie, and he pulls out a gun, and he's like waving. He's dancing, holding a gun, but he's in the nightclub. So now he's been, this is one of the top stars of the NBA. Now he's been suspended indefinitely, and he's saying, he's got to get help. Well, I don't know. It was a private room in a strip club, and it's interesting.
If he was in Texas, he'd be all right. What city was he in when he got pulled in?
I'm not sure if he was on the road or he was in Colorado. So it was after they played the Nuggets. So he was in Glendale, Colorado. I don't know. But isn't it a thing? Like, can't you carry? I get you shouldn't be brandishing and dancing with it, but if you carry, isn't the deal with the states without gun permits? If you can prove that you might carry over $5,000 cash for your business, then you can carry.
You gotta have a permit for that. You gotta have the okay for that. You know what I mean? It's not like you just can say, "Oh, by the way, I'm carrying cash and I can carry a gun."
Right.
So the rules are the rules, but listen,
he's going to therapy. They sent him to therapy over it.
Yeah, listen. There's thousands of people carrying guns illegally. All day long, everywhere. So what's the difference?
Yeah, really, it really. It's so stupid to film yourself doing that, but the actual action of him. If I'm the team owner, I'm happy that he has protection on him when he's out on the road.
Listen, there's a lot of people out there that need attention. You know what I mean? So they try to get attention any way they can.
Yeah, it really is crazy. If you guys listen to our last episode, you'll hear there's a lot of plastic surgeons are coming for Damian, similar to the Babe Ruth fans. We discussed bad surgeries in our yesterday's episode, so be sure to check it out. But we right now are going to have to soon bring the people a nice in-person episode from Jersey. I think that would be very, very appropriate.
Casual joint or a high-end joint?
I think we go high-end. I think we go high-end for our first because we got to show them what good eating's really about.
Well, maybe do the River Palm.
Ooh. Head over to the River Palm. Damian, who's today's emergency episode? Because, guys, this show is a Monday through Thursday, so please subscribe, like, and comment. Be sure you subscribe to the show. New episodes Monday through Thursday. But on this special edition, who should be our sponsor? Who do we give the sponsorship of today's episode to?
Who do you want?
I'm thinking you name a city in Jersey, and I'm going to Google right here, and we're going to decide who the sponsor is. You name any town.
Hackensack?
You know what's crazy, guys? I started typing in Hackensack already. Who's your favorite restaurant in Hackensack?
In Hackensack? Favorite?
That's a tough choice.
Not really. I mean, it's not really that many great restaurants. If you want to get technical, the best restaurant in Hackensack is probably Houston's, which is a chain. You know what I mean?
Oh, what an insult to Hackensack. Let's give it to the White Manna.
Oh, well, yeah, White Man. Yeah, White Man is. Oh, that's a burger joint.
We're going to give it to the White Manna. Today's episode of Jersey Guys is proudly brought to you by White Manna Cheeseburgers. If you got a date, if you got a mate, if you got a friend, if you got anything to do, you go and pull up a seat at the White Manna. You have one of those beautiful, this is where White Castle got their whole deal from. Those beautiful small cheeseburgers. Oh, it'll change your life.
And dinner costing $10 for 2 people.
Oh, but is it not worth it? Is it not the best $10 ever spent? Cheers to our friends at the White Manna. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Jersey Guys. Happy St. Patrick's Day. You got anything you want to say? You want to say something nice to the Irish?
Enjoy the weekend.
Enjoy the weekend. And, that's how we'll end the show here on St. Patrick's Day, guys. I'm going to read you the Irish blessing. May good luck be with you wherever you go, and your blessings outnumbered the shamrocks that grow. May your days be many and your troubles be few. May all God's blessings descend upon you. May peace be within you. May your heart be strong. May you find what you're seeking wherever you roam. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you Monday. Cheers.